Good morning, Explorer.
Good morning, Miss Miller.
All right. How's everybody doing this morning? Good. Are we ready to light our campfire this morning? All right. So let's do our Pledge of Allegiance before we do that. So everybody stand up. Face the flag. Look with your eyes, your ojos on the flag.
I thought it was over there.
It used to be over there. You're right. It used to be over there, but then we moved it. So our ojos are going to be on the flag. We are going to be looking at the flag. And we're going to say our Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, everybody needs to be on your same spot. You can be on your same spot. I'll move out of the way so you guys can see. And we're going to look at the flag.
I can't see Ashton.
We're going to look at the flag and we're going to say our Pledge of Allegiance. You ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let's come have a seat on your picture. And we will light our campfire. Whose turn? Who's my campfire builder? All right, we're going to count to 5. Everybody together counting to 5, right? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that campfire is so nice and warm on such a chilly morning. You can throw that away, absolutely, Charlotte. So we're going to get started with our read aloud this morning. Our visual this morning. Does anybody remember what this one is?
No.
What are these friends doing?
Sharing.
They're helping each other. That's right. Our visual for help a friend. Very good. So we are going to talk about a story. This is a kind of, can be sad story in some places. I get a little sad about this story sometimes. But in the end, it's really happy. So what's this part of the book called? What's this part called? This
Cover.
Cover? Is it hard or soft?
Soft.
Why do we say soft?
You can bend it.
I can bend it, which means I have to be extra what? Careful with the book, absolutely. And this part down here is the title. The title is Big Al. Can everybody say Big Al? It has an A for Angela, absolutely. An A for Ashton, A for Angela, and A for Alex, who isn't here right now. So, Big Al. Can everybody say Big Al? He is our big fish in this story. Does he look like a fish to you guys? No? What does he look like to you?
Octopus.
Octopus, maybe. Good prediction skills? Hmm? Very possible. And our author is Andrew Clements Yoshi. So, we're going to get started.
My dad's name is
Your dad is? Very good. Hang on, Marco. We're going to wait till, we're going to save those good stories you have till after the read aloud. Okay, bud? All right. Here's our title page. Big Al. Oh, it looks like the author's name is Andrew Clements and the illustrator is Yoshi. So illustrator does what?
Write the words.
The illustrator does what?
Draw the picture.
Draw the pictures, and the author does what?
Write
the words. Very good, guys. You guys are getting so good at book knowledge. I love it. In the wide blue sea, there was a very friendly fish named Big Al. You could not find a nicer fish than Big Al. Couldn't find one. He was so nice, so friendly. Big Al was also very, very scary looking. Does he look scary to you guys? Everybody make a scary face for me real quick. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, those are very scary. Good. Right in time for Halloween. Other fish seem to have had at least one friend, and some had many, but Big Al, he didn't have any friends. How did Big Al feel in the beginning? Sad, maybe? A little? Did he feel lonely? Yeah, he was all by himself. He did not really blame the other fish. How could he expect little fish to trust a great big fish like Big Al with skin and teeth like his? He looks very scary and the other fish aren't sure about him. So Big Al was lonely. It says right here, he was lonely. And he cried big salty tears into the big salty sea.
I'll be his friend.
You would be his friend.
Me too. Me too.
You guys are such kind friends. You guys are helping a friend because this friend doesn't have any friends. Thumbs up if you would be Big Al's friend. Thumbs up if you would be his friend.
I'll play with her.
You would play with
And
him.
I'll be big. I'll be big.
I love it.
I'll be big like you.
You would be big and scary like him.
I'll be like you. I'll jump in the sea and go down there. That's too loud.
Is that too loud? What are we going to do if our friends are saying it's too loud? What can we do to solve that problem?
It's too loud for me
So
too.
what kind of voices should we use instead?
Quiet.
We could use our whisper voices, or we could just use
Or-
our talking voice, our inside
Or
voice,
singing voice.
or our singing voice. All of those are good options. So let's keep going with our story, though,
You
okay?
hear that loud voice outside.
This is true. So, Big Al really wanted friends. So he decided that he was going to work at it. First, he tried wrapping himself up with seaweed. See, he's wrapped himself up with seaweed. He thought that it was a great disguise, but no one else did. Who wants to stop and talk to a floating plant that has big, sharp teeth? That didn't work. Matt, did you hear what Emily said? She said she can't see. What are you going to do? Oh, that's a great solution. Shall I hold the book over here so you guys can see? All of you can see without moving? Okay.
Oh, he's fat.
Then he thought if he puffed himself up big and round, the other fish would laugh and see how clever and silly he could be. All they saw was how big he could be. And they steered clear. They were still afraid of him because he was so what?
Big and scary. And fat too.
Very early one morning, Big Al went down to the bottom and flopped and wiggled himself into the sand until he was almost covered up. He went into the sand until he was almost covered up. He looked much smaller. When the other fish came near, Big Al talked and joked with them and had a delightful time. But then one scratchy little grain of sand got stuck in his gills. And he, achoo! He sneezed. And then when the cloud of sand cleared away, all the other fish were gone. Because they found out he was still, what?
Scared.
Big and scared, yeah. Big Al even changed his color one day so that he could look like he belonged to a school of tiny fish passing by. Look, he looks like how does he look the same as those other fish? What's the same about Big Al and the other fish?
Change colors.
The colors? Yeah, what's different though still?
But he's turned yellow.
What's different? He did turn yellow, that's right, and the other fish are yes, Angela. What's different
He
between
turned.
different?
He
Changed colors. What's different, Matt?
They're different. They're yellow, and one is brown
Uh-huh.
and blue.
What else is different about these fish? Yes, Angela.
You can. He colored himself with marker or seed.
Right, so that makes him the same color as the other fish, right? He's the same color. But what's still different about Big Al? What's still
He's
different?
staring big.
He's still scary and big. Absolutely, Ashton. Very good. Big Al changed his color to belong to a tiny school of fish, and he bubbled along with them for a little while, laughing and feeling like he was just one of the crowd. Until he was so big and clumsy that when all the fish darted to the left and then quickly back to the right, Big Al just plowed straight ahead. He couldn't turn as quickly as the little fish.
I can't see either.
Just back up onto your spot.
I can't see.
So Big Al plowed straight ahead, and he went bumping and thumping right into the little fish, and before he could even say, "Excuse me," they were gone, and he was all alone again. I love Angela and Emily's carpet behavior. They're being leaders right now. I love it. Just when Big Al started to be sure that he would never have a single friend, something happened. Charlotte's being a leader too. Thank you, Charlotte. She's being a leader in carpet behavior. Very good. He was floating along, sadly watching some of the smaller fish and wishing that they would come closer to him.